constable has guts like you lot have, and like you showed up there. Please none of you threatened.
Tell your other constables what happened today.
Thank you.
Tell your other constables what happened today. Please tell them.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. That is the first time, apart from the other day, those constables all took their hats off. They were called into the court. They were called into the court. The constables. They called the police on us in the court. As soon as we walked into court, let me take you over here. As soon as we walked into court, the prosecutor, who is meant to defending our children, had already started telling us they're going to reduce it. Now, we already felt that would happen, but the audacity of when it comes out of their mouths, and they were saying that they was going to, that he has to have a third off the sentence that he got at the Old Bailey. Well, hang on, he'd already had a third off. So that was corrupt in itself. We was having none of it. We went into court. We told them this was all wrong. We told them that the judge only has half a map. Half a map is all the judge has. It's corrupt. They've drawn a straight line and then a line going up a curb. That's not where our children were murdered. And they know it. Anyway, they called the police into court. They called the police on us. But I've got to say about every constable that came into that courtroom, they didn't threaten us with arrest, and they all took their hats off. Every constable that came in just now took their hats off. What they then did, they moved all their cells into Court 5, and they never told us parents that they moved next door, that they moved there and decided on what they was doing next door without all us parents there. It is not just us. It is not just us that they're doing this to. There's loads. There's loads, and they think they can just do what they want to you as a parent. As a parent. They've added torture on top of our torture. Making us watch CCTVs. Making us read collision reports. Making us read it. Because we had to do our own investigation, because they've lied all the way through. Now, I have a feeling that the Old Bailey at the original court case had the same map. That map is not correct. There are other things that will come out. If we have tried 10 months to get a meeting with the Attorney General. We have tried and said, just listen and let us show you the evidence we have. Let us show you. And do you think he will give us a meeting? No. Now, why won't you give us a meeting, Attorney General? Because it's the public that pay your wages. The public. And none of them are serving the public. None of them. You want to see what they just did to us up there, all us families. Not only did they call the police, but I tell you what, the police... I wish those police constables that were in here today, that had the guts not to threaten us with arrest, that had the guts to take their hats off in front of us, were the ones who investigated our children. Because Alberton Police Station, I hope you're listening, because I'll be seeing you next week, and not only will I be outside your building, shaming each and every one of you over a tannoy, I'll be coming into your building, because we have the paperwork now. We have the paperwork. And you can't even cover up your lies. Or you don't care that you haven't covered up your lies. Or you don't care. But you're a disgrace. The whole establishment is a disgrace. I've spoken to many people, and I know it's not just happening to us. And you wonder why I do what I do? You wonder why I do it with no fear. I use every grief and every pain I feel, and believe me, I feel pain every day, to fight you for what you've done to our children and you've done to us. But what you did by doing that to us was you showed us the hurt, the pain and suffering that half the country are feeling right now. It's not just us parents that have been fighting for justice, is it? No, it isn't. It's thousands. And we're not having it. We're not allowing you to do it. And soon, I hope everyone in the country, we've been out there in our yellow vests. I think it's Durham have been out there. Well done to Joshua Webb, who on his own yesterday, I think it was in Colchester, held up that Brexit bus. Well done, Joshua Webb. You was on your own. Like David Noakes said to Eddie is okay. Where are all the good people? Where are you all? Where are you all in this country that you're not standing up for the children like we are? And we do it with pain. You don't ever want to be me. You don't ever want to be Nicola. I don't want to be me. I don't want to be me right now. But I'll stand my ground and I'll fight what's right, and I won't ever fear any establishment party in this country, because they are more corrupt than you will ever know. They moved, I'll say it again, we was all in Court 4. They moved themselves without telling us all into Court 5. And they reduced this sentence while we was all sitting in Court 4 without of us there, and then they turned the lights off on us. So please, everyone, I'm going to just turn this around and, people managed to get here today because they only told us yesterday about today. We did have support and everything, but please stand up for the children, because there's not only one Josh, Harry and George, there's plenty in this country. I don't have their names, but there's plenty. And our children won't be the last. Our children won't be the last. Thank you. Thank you for coming at such short notice. Thank you for coming, Kim. Thank you for coming at such short notice.
It's no problem. Trace, I'm so sorry.
Look,
babe.
Kim gets everywhere. Kim here, what a trooper. And this lady pushes this around, on trains and everything, and she gets to everything. If she can do it, where are you all? Get those yellow shirts on, because you don't want to be us, and tomorrow you could be us. Tomorrow you could be. I'm going to come off here now. Really, bruised and cut, Val. Josh was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. If anyone speaks to him, please, what a brave young lad. 18, isn't he? 18, and he held that bus up by himself and was attacked by a Remainer. Absolutely disgraceful. Thank you, everyone, for listening, for watching. So they reduced it to 10.5, which means in theory, he could end up doing 3 years, 1 year per child. 1 year per child. But it's never been about the sentence with us, it's been about the charge. Watch what comes now. Thank you, everyone.